Welcome, guys, to another episode, The Expensive Pain. It's powered by Born Beautiful. I'll start with introducing myself. Ikama Uspiwe Taker. Today, we have another exciting guest, but I'll give him a platform which has introduced just a mini intro, and then we will take it from there with having to unfold Uguti, what inspired him, what is he really doing in a full story. So my brother Unjani, welcome to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Gapilek. Unga introduce yourself to our viewers and the audience, to Ubani, and then we will take it from there and then we'll unfold more.
Okay.
The floor is yours.
My name is Mbongeni Manzini. I reside around here in Netherlands. I have a brand called Nozihlobo. We do handcrafted merchandise.
Asbong. Nozihlobo, as you had. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Like you coming from where you are, coming from a Middlelands, which is a rough type of a ghetto place. I understand that. How did you identify what you really love out of the circumstances that we face out in the ghetto? This is what I do. Like iqale kanjani Nozihlobo, like the talent, is it something from a family or you learned it in school, or it's self-education, like with having to teach yourself the skill?
Oh, okay. My craft.
Yeah.
It started at home.
Yeah.
My grandmother used to do ishwe. Yeah. In fact, all of them, my mother as well. Yeah, they were more into crochet and yeah. So the love for it started there.
Oh, so does it mean you were raised by women? I would say.
Yeah.
So I asbonge imbokodo out there. All right. So Nozihlobo, is it like a surname, or how did you come up with having to choose the name Nozihlobo?
Okay, Nozihlobo is my late mother's name.
Oh,
I just did a tribute to her by creating a brand. Since most of whatever that I do was inspired by her.
All right, then I asbonge. So with Nozihlobo, right? Are you looking to target specific people as your clients, or it's just a wide range of things where anybody can select and buy from you? How do you classify your clients with abantabanjani, maybe, or you don't have maybe specifications on that?
Okay. Nozihlobo is catering for everybody. Yeah. But the kind of style that I'm using, it's vintage, classic. It's something that remind and refresh the old type of style.
Mzukwana.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So anybody, it's for everybody that feels a brand can be part of, It's not specifically for certain people.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I hear you. So with this journey, how long have you been into it, maybe?
The craft?
Yeah.
Since the inception.
All right.
Yeah.
Elaborate more on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was born already from a creative.
Yeah.
Secondly, I grew up around the creatives in the home.
Yes.
And then me, personally, I'm 24 years now.
Yes.
Doing my craft.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, so you see, healing thing, sorry to cut you, but healing thing nokutshela abantu ukuthi ezinye izinto takes time. Even successful people, they have stories of ukuthi this didn't happen overnight. I have 30 years doing this thing, and understand just being consistent and believing, and understand that. So again, what I've realized with your craft name, you use leather, where do you get such material? Like, and because leather nowadays is scarce amampela, and with you it's like the real one. Like, where do you get your material? Maybe
There are shops that sells leather.
yeah.
As a crafter using leather, I get to know the shops.
Yeah.
Some they are around Joburg.
Yeah.
Some they in Cape Town or Durban.
Yeah.
So it would depend also on the skin that I'm using, because some of the skins like your ostrich, your crocodile, you get them around Zim or Cape Town.
Yeah, so meaning you need to travel to get certain certain material. And then with your craft, what's the signature about your craft that makes you stand out from other craftsmen?
The style. I think more it reflects my personality as an individual. I think that's what makes me different from other crafters, because this is like expressing a feeling in a way. Yeah, it's a spiritual kind of a thing.
Yeah. I get you. I get you.
So, but it's more of reflecting what you are and what you represent.
Right.
As I was telling you that most of my stuff is like vintage and so on. Mina ngulo umuntu okhuliswa abantu bakudala, so
it's just living through you. I understand that.
Our mothers used to wear those Brenta skates, amapantula kind,
I still remember.
And the peretes.
Yes. So you still have that essence.
Because I feel that was the style that even today influenced whatever
style that it is. Yeah, because most young people lately, like, they don't even have much information ukuthi the style alisabasipaphela manje, only if they knew it's been long. You see I'm a crop top now with high waist jeans, thinking it's something I understand it's been, I understand, but I like how you explain it, ukuthi that's how you show your signature in your craft. So with this craft, I heard you mentioning places like Cape Town to get material. Is it the only time you travel when you have to get material, or does this business also put you in that place where you have a market? Do you go markets also? Which markets would you like to maybe mention that maybe played a significant role in maybe exposing your brand? Maybe did you meet somebody who's influential, or it was just a normal market for you whereby you were showcasing your stuff?
There are markets around here in Soweto or uptown, around your northern Johannesburg or the south. More of my stuff is appreciated in the upmarket mostly, because the people there, they appreciate more of the art than us this side of Soweto mostly. They support it, but it's common to them. And they feel that it's not relevant. But other people, they appreciate the stuff that you do, and it's amazing to them to even see something handcrafted in such a caliber,
So with Nozihlobo, you always mentioning handcraft, so meaning it's done by hand. So ayikho into mhlambe eyenze ngomshini, maybe like
everything is handcrafted.
Wow.
All our merchandise are handcrafted.
And then there's, can I take this? I just want to touch on the style of the shoe. Okay. What inspired this style, whereby, because I've seen some of your crafts, they have this line instead of just doing a plain flat. What inspired this? Because I see,
I'm not sure.
So Jobu shoot is spiritual, shoot to say moyens and the papam so but wow.
I think mostly.
And the quality, it's strong, like you can carry on.
What I'm saying is sometimes you have this thing, you would say, okay, I want to create a collection.
Yeah.
And then this collection will be patchwork, for instance.
Yeah.
And then you start coming up with the creativity of mixing the letters in colors and so on.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then you create out of that. Yeah. So
I
know. Sometimes it's something that you just start to be creative about.
Yeah.
Where most of la leather and so on, I want and feel them and say, I know here I can make a bag, man. Let me create something. Like yeah. Yeah. So it's something like that. Like this one, for instance. You see,
Nozihlobo.
Yeah. It's a collection also of patchwork. But you can see my leathers, all of them are different.
Yeah.
And the way I execute the designing as well.
Even the stitching, I understand that. Yeah. To say it's handmade. And
it's something that just come at that moment and say, yeah, nice. And then you start making it and say, it looks like this. So and then it become unique like that.
So with Nozihlobo, since it's handcrafted name, do you have a team that you work with or you are alone on this?
It's a family business.
Okay.
My son
helps to
do. Yeah.
Okay.
My wife do as well.
So now he's gifted, just like you. Yeah. Wow. That's beautiful. And then with that small team, how do you manage like big orders? Like if like a certain number of things, maybe hats or shoes or belts. Because I see you also do belts. It's a range of things. How do you manage like large numbers? And what would you say to you it was a large number, or what would you say it's a large number currently with the team that you have, since you're mentioning your son and your wife? So how do you handle like big numbers of orders?
Okay, big, it depends.
Yeah.
But usually we take what we can handle.
Oh.
Yeah, for now. Yeah, or we outsource sometimes with other friends.
Yeah. Do they have the same skill of?
No, but it's something that you can create, and then you take it to them if they know how to maybe coach or something, and then they do that, and then you come back and then you finish up. Just to be quick with things. Yeah.
All right.
But usually it's family business. So that's how we push it.
Okay. So what's your plan with Nozihlobo? Like, do you have a store? Are you planning a store? Maybe physical store or virtual, which is online? What's the mission with Nozihlobo? Or what like have you started with Nozihlobo? Like as I'm saying, with your shop, maybe tell people, do you have it already or you working on that? Yeah.
Oh, okay. For Nozihlobo, it's an active business.
Yeah.
We are still working on opening a physical shop. Yeah. But I would like also to have an online store as well. Yeah. For people who are far away from the physical shop. Yeah.
Right. Then that's beautiful, because like push from coming ekas, because they tend to not to think like long term, like facts. I understand we tend to think not having the vision. You need to have that vision. You picture this in a sense of it's a running big business, not just into like in job small people. They prefer those mini businesses wire and they tend not to empower even the people around. You can't even employ, because I believe Nozihlobo, as time goes by, once it grows into, even if it started as a family business, must on a factory to run big numbers, you'll have people doing that. I understand that. That's you creating employment and the skill. That's beautiful, my brother. We need like kings like you, ekasi, where sisapusha passion. I understand. So coming to to this side, I understand. With your items, which one would you like to touch base on and start with? Maybe give a bit of story behind it. because I believe every item,
Yes,
regardless,
that
you
you
say
have
you
to-
zone out when you do them, but I believe there's a certain story, even if we don't touch every item with its story. But which one would you wanna like?
Okay, all of them. But then let's talk the shoes.
The shoes.
Yeah.
Okay. Just can we take this?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. As you can see, guys, like these are handmade, like handcrafted, like beautiful. All right. So what's the story behind this?
Okay, here I wanted to create something comfortable,
Yeah.
durable, something that would last.
Yeah.
Yet it's got that
Because I can
classic.
feel it, classic
Yeah,
and strong.
yeah. So I wanted something also that can be, you can wear with anything, yeah, for leisure,
Yeah.
for formal, or your street wear.
Yeah.
So I wanted
It's a combo of
everything
two,
to
actually.
be
Yeah.
combined.
Yeah, I can
into
see
one.
you could like
Yeah.
even formally, like you
wear
can
them,
rock
yeah.
this
You
and
can even wear them with your shorts.
you understand.
Like,
Yeah.
street wear, yeah. Or you can do hiking as well.
Yeah,
with
because
them, so-
they can take a lot of intenseness and find out like they're strong. Like even the soul, it's not like the basic soul related, and it's not heavy. That's another thing.
Yeah.
You can feel the strongness,
And
and
the
it's like
softness.
it's
Yeah.
soft, but I feel you.
Yeah.
And then I see you also do bags.
Mhm.
Okay, with also bags, do you have like a category maybe of which people do you focus on, or it's just whether male or female you do the same?
I do variety of bags.
Yeah.
I mainly check what people use,
Yeah.
like your laptop bags.
Yeah, let's like I was about to touch on that. Can we also talk about this bag?
Yeah.
It looks like a laptop bag.
It is.
I understand that
Yeah.
like this is like beautiful for a laptop, and it's strong. Actually, in days of dabuga kusasa. I understand that, and the stitching is proper. Like yo, how long would it take you to design or to finish a bag like this on a good day?
2 to 3 days.
Wow.
Mm.
Wow. Alone. I feel
You know these things, how they go.
Yeah.
They go with what you are thinking of.
Yeah. Because this is by me more, obviously.
It needs to be to something that you need to love to do.
Yeah.
Because it needs a certain level of dedication and focus.
Yeah.
Yeah. So usually, if you are in a happy place, a patient always come through, and then you go through the journey with fulfillment.
Yeah.
That's how I create my stuff.
Okay, and then with pricing of your items, you know, people tend to short sell themselves, especially more pumekas. I'm gonna be less. How do you fight that off? What's like your pricing, whether usekasi or usemasaba or usendaweni, your pricing is the same, or do you interchange depending on the location?
My price is always the same.
Yeah.
You buy because you love. It's not about really the expensiveness of it.
Yeah.
It's about
expensive pain.
It's about creating memories.
Yeah.
For one, second, to have your own unique kind of look.
Yeah.
So me, I pride more on that.
Than
to say, okay, if I make this laptop bag, I can make maybe 2 of the same.
Yeah,
it's also a limited edition.
Yeah, I can see it's different from the previous bag. I understand that, like, so with limited edition, is that what you're trying to say with your things? It's limited.
If I've made 5 of these, it means in the whole world
it's only those 5.
Only that 5.
Wow.
And and every time wherever you go, you always stand out.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the uniqueness.
And I see you have accessories. Even the belts, do you create them yourself? from scratch.
Yeah.
Wow, like it's
Everything,
rare. It's rare to find people like, especially into fashion, whether it's handcrafted or not, for them to also include things like belts. Because ngibonile kasi with clothing businesses, they are mainly focused on t-shirts and hoodies.
And the t-shirts that they don't make.
Yeah,
so it's not even art.
You understand that they only print whatever they design. Then they think it's theirs. Yeah, but we need to also educate. It's not like we are discriminating for abantu ukuthi bazame, but we are putting that ideology on people ukuthi the reason sometimes I'm a brand as even if I dope I maybe abroad or get a global like scale of ukuthi are creative ukuthi they overlook minor details like that, ukuthi like as long as skip esiplane mina ngafaka nje ngishayile like
you cannot even associate with us if you are like that. It's better when you create a t-shirt from scratch. Then we are talking there. But if you're gonna buy it and print it, still it's not, you are not part of us.
I understand.
Unless the drawing, if you've done with the drawing by hand, then okay. We can
we can give you just a chance at least to use a meal, because now that I've seen a lot to go to. That's why we end up not excelling with fashion, because we only looking at the just putting a brand and then it's on. And I like the fact that you do shoes. Like, how many people do you know like us who do shoes from scratch?
Mostly also people, they have this indoctrination of saying abantu who can make shoes, they are from Western Africa or elsewhere. You cannot find it here locally. A guy who can make shoes. We are here.
I understand. Like we are here. Like I understand.
We are doing our thing as well.
I want to. They need to understand that like it's not only a certain race that can do whatever. As long as you put your mind to it, you can achieve it. I understand that. But thank you to also advise people on that to go to like have a pride on your craft. I understand that. As you also touch on pricing, besides we are not looking the expensive part of it. You are looking at the person appreciating your art. I understand, because this is art actually. I understand. That's beautiful, my brother. And then besides the calling you Nozihlobo, do you have other things that you would wanna touch on, combined with the genuine Nozihlobo, like you are calling?
I should explain to my brother. I'm more into agriculture. But also I'm a community lover. I like children. So I like doing things. Activities with the kids.
Activities like, maybe can you mention one activity?
Teach children a skill. Make
more of like homeschooling. So when you say teaching kids a skill, it's like you schooling them.
Something like that.
Right. Wow, that's beautiful. So again, with children touching on homeschooling them, do you touch on skills like crouching? So with like you don't have to focus. You know how our schools like. I don't like to use the name system, but that are systemically built whereby you need to be behind the desk after school with your 29 to 5. So with your teachings to these kids, is it something of creating a legacy like you did with Nozihlobo? Are you teaching them the same lane of tackling life, or you are just covering what teachers couldn't cover at schooling?
Truly speaking, children need us, the parents, to be groomed in a proper manner. It is said also, it takes a village to raise a child. So the Western way of doing things is not an African way of doing things. We have our own way of teaching children how to behave, how to take care of themselves and be independent in their own way. So I tend to come up with ways in boosting whatever creativities that they have naturally on their own, or to make them realize or discover what they are capable of. I think that's what makes a difference in a child.
Okay. You touch based on Western and African ways. With me knowing you, I understand that I see you also touch things like herbs. I understand that, like, does it come with that believing what we do things differently, or it comes with just living a healthy lifestyle away from isn't or as artificial like how Western things are?
The children needs to be taught that food come from the earth.
Even adults, like I believe even adults, like abantu ngathi abasazi, they think yonke into iphume shop. I understand that, like, that agriculture part, like it's vital. A so community.
It's like this. I feel that our ancestors or our forebears, they've lived a plant-based diet. So they were more conscious of what they eat because they understood the frequency concerning food. So if children or members of the community, they don't really know about that nature can take care of itself, it becomes a problem, because now we're gonna eat all this artificial food and we will never know what is it that we are, since we are alkaline. So if we put more pizza and more KFC, we're gonna end up being in a serious critical condition.
Like even obesity nowadays, it's flooded.
And you must know also that if you are in that state, nothing that is organic can take such pressure for a long time. Wow. It really needs to be back to normal standard of living. It needs to be plant-based or something that brings alkaline to the body.
Wow, that's beautiful. And then with adapting to the pace of nature, like moving slowly, in nature you can put a seed today, doesn't necessarily mean tomorrow. Say where do you get this patience? Like Joba, we are more of plant-based when it comes to food. Abantu bagu rush. They just want something now. Hence people tend to also fall into fast food. I understand, like our pizza. Like during the period there, you're like, what motivates you to keep going with as in lapingating kuzokhula look?
Wow, what a nice one. I think if so jelile empilweni ukuthi you wanna live longer, I think if so jelile like empilweni ukuthi ufuna ukuphila some more, ungaguli, and always have energy and so on, or finding out the importance yokudla okudlayo. It gives you that confidence ukuthi to sprout a seed it takes 1 to 2 weeks max, and then after that 3 months start to eat. So you gradually also
adapt to it,
journeying with the process and understanding in nature.
But you can't rush nature.
You cannot rush it. And mostly if ufuna ukuthi uphile, maybe wokugula futhi and so on, khona ezinye izinto ezivele nje zichange yonke mindset yakho ukuthi I think I must be eating like this and this and this. So the process keeps on giving you ideas and creativity and ways of making you to be patient and be down on earth until Mother Nature produces for you. And then you start eating.
Okay. So with the knowledge of this alkaline diet, is it something or or you have to educate yourself also another?
Okay.
Because there's misleading information out there.
Okay. Nice. Thank you for asking that. My grandmother used to tell me stories when we were growing up, telling us ukuthi bebedla iy'thelo zase-wild. Her grandmother uyowakhula waze waguga wakhasa bamdonsa ngesikhumba, so kusho ukuthi uye wabuyela ebuncaneni bakhe. So you must know ke ukuthi those were the oldest of the oldest. So I even know my own khokho mina umama kagogo wami. So my grandmother used to tell these stories to say, okay, inyama, thina not ukuthi bengekho ekhaya. Thina we had inkomo all over our yard. But inyama besidla makube kunomshado or kusindwe ngobethole ngesizulu. Anything eyiphathi or or inkomo maseyindala. That's where they will start eating inyama. But mostly ukudla kwabo kwaku plant-based. Igusha, mbila, spinach, imbuya, you name those. Because they had ama hectares where bebetshala khona. So i-lifespan yabo as well. Bekeyichaza. Bekeyichaza kanjalo ukuthi hayi njengoba sibona si-strong kanje thina. It's because hayi nina.
She's giving game. Getting schooled.
And witnessing that as a child, now nokhokho wami ukhona la, it's like, hey bana, all right. So good food is it's lifestyle. So I think enye into engenza ukuthi mina ngibe more into nature kakhulu because of such people.
You grew up around
express importance in nature, the artificial way of life.
Wow, that's beautiful. And then with you embarking on this, comparing, not to say really comparing yourself to other people, but eating plant-based, does it, besides it looking young, mentally, how you think, do you also think it plays a role? Because there's this saying, if you ain't eating right, probably you ain't thinking right. Is it true?
It is true. Let's put it like this. If your body accumulates more mucous membrane, it means now your red blood cells will no longer travel oxygen to each and every cell in your body. So that is to say, if your mind, if you have some illnesses of some sort, it means your brain doesn't work right. So it won't be profitable as it's supposed to be in the first place. So plant-based, it's like food is like herbs. They clean, they detox, they do all these things within the body.
Actually, food is medicine.
It's medicine. I was telling my son last day, say, your fruits, they are not food. They are herbs. So if you eat a fruit early in the morning, you give your body a recharge. Unlike you go and buy a magwinya.
That's what we do. That's how I think. It's like donuts.
It's worse because you buy even the French, the processed part of it, and then you eat this thing, and it doesn't give anything back. But it takes. So the more you accumulate mucous membrane in your body, your cells are suffering. Your cells are suffering.
Hence, there's so many diseases actually.
That's why you find high blood, diabetes, meningitis, cancer, and all the stuff. Because now the mucous membrane has already clogged the veins. The cholesterol is high. It's like
hey, I'm taking bomb. And have you noticed that like abantu, they tend to climatize their situations with health? Even where they go, they be like, no, I'm diabetic, I can't do this. Like it's glamour now.
And it's diabetic is something that can be healed. Without any kind of Western medicine.
And you touching on that, you're just reminding me of Dr. Sebi. I don't know if like now he's more of like plant-based. Like actually this thing isn't as a process, it's a way of killing us in a sense. It's retaining whatever diseases that are inside our bodies, because if we eat right, our bodies can detox and remove all these things just through alkaline diets. Understand? And then with that, another thing that will be a challenge with sticking to purely that diet if we don't plant, because as I was asking Guti, the patience of waiting for nature to figure out it takes a bit of time. We tend to go to shops and there's GMOs now. Understand? And umuntu angayenza smoothie, say orange or whatever, fruit or veg, but if it's GMO, it's still not gonna give you what you need. And with being the person that you are, how do you determine GMO with the real plant? Besides you planting it yourself, how would you see orange lily? I sit on.
You can determine these things because they are seasonal.
So seasons.
If something it's an orange, and you know that it's around winter time, and then you get an orange around summer. You must know that or else you find the Ama grapes with no seeds.
That's one thing.
It's hybrid.
Because
it's GMO.
I've heard that also from Dr. Sebi.
Anything that is coming from nature, it needs to have a seed. Because it's seed, it needs to keep on.
You understand. Reproducing.
So if it doesn't have seeds, like your high grade without seeds, asas, it's okay.
So clearly, it's not gonna give you what you're looking for.
Most of those things they are chemically imbalanced because an orange it's supposed to give you a certain mineral or a balance within your body when you eat it. But if it's a GMO, it comes in a fake kind of a way.
And what I've seen also with GMOs, they're mega sized. Like you find them big,
Nanchi orange, Nanchi orange. It's like a Nanchi, but it's like
such things I feel like they're important to good team. We need to educate our people, understand, because of this thing of running from our originality, as you said, which we are focused on the Western part and forgetting the African in us. Which, like, when we check our forefathers, they've been living, as you said. We were also even told we were fortunate enough to bono strong. So this is because of 1, 2, 3. It's like how people lately they be like, is strong, just like an ox.
Actually protein.
Like much pegging come is even strong in I understand that. Strong. I understand. It's like we saw in, like, I don't know, they sold that idea to us ukuthi like meat has protein and you still wanna cook it. It's not like a lion, you know, at least izinto ezifana nama-lion, they eat these things while ama-cells asaphila, ngithi iyayibulala manje igazi salo because they eat that. Thina sizokumele siyipheke siyibhadlise, we're even killing it more, and then you expect
to get proteins
and these things mostly mozpheka to show ukuthi ezinye izinto it's not supposed to be consumed by us. Mozpheka without seasoning, like abotswayi, abo spice, it tastes bad. Ukhambona ugogo uma samfake kule diet ukuthi you boil your things and uthatha ukhule ngale sense ukuthi you spice, it becomes a challenge.
It is.
I understand. That's where ezinye izinto ngizirealize ukuthi abantu like you, the way they like meat, they think ukuthi hayi mongadli inyama, you are not a man.
Or you're gonna be healthy.
And motapeke, you're only getting obesity out of it. Yeah, because it's that meat. I understand. You are eating that meat. I understand. And being a spiritual person, abanye whom are not tapped in it. But if you're a spiritual person, you understand the sense that comes with the trauma. With you, this animal, if it was traumatic through the experience of being slaughtered, likely now you'll take the vibration of it without noticing. I understand. Hence, we find a lot of people like who are lost. They don't know. They don't even have like, I don't want to seem like I'm dissing, but like a lot of people who are not eating right, as I was saying, which like now I've seen it, which like I'm not saying I'm perfect. I eat proper food every day. I try, but for those who are not aware, like if you also check their behavior, even if you try to have a conversation with that person, like I understand that. But yeah, I get the sense of what like eating right is important because it revitalizes a lot of things, even the creativity. Mo's told saying I understand. Mo's telling nje sitting there around plantation, it could be just flowers that you can't even consume. But if you're around that surrounding, I've experienced it with like it clears your mind. I understand. If you are a creative, we are able to pick ideas in that environment. But I like to thank you on that with having to explain. And then with planting things, do you think like ekasi, as we're touching alkaline things, the ground, is it fertile enough to sustain those things, or how can you revitalize it if it happens, if we feel like it's not? Because yabona ikasi kuney'base eningi ekasi, and iy'base eziningi ezi-vacant, what do we do? Since this gang, I understand. So such places like ekasi with you, since you plant, do you think like us izinto ezifana nokuzitshalela can work?
Yeah, I think it can work because also it will make people to be conscious of what Mother Nature provides. And there will be a lot of change around because naleso space this time bazobe bakhipha ukudla from.
I understand.
So there's the cleanness there. Environment as well, it changes. And remember, if the environment changes, also people will change. Because there's something new that is around as a part of who they are.
Right, thank you. And then going back to your business name, not to say we're wrapping up, but even the ones who are listening, maybe do you have like online pages like where they can see your stuff? Which platforms do you use?
I use Facebook. And my page is called Nozihlobo Designs.
Okay.
On Instagram, I'm at Nozihlobo Designs.
Okay. Nozihlobo Designs. Thank you. And then I don't know, is there anything maybe that you feel you'd want to mention maybe to the audience, in a sense of being the person that you are, would you like what have you learned in this journey of being the artist, embarking on this agriculture diet? I understand the going green. I don't like to use the word vegan. I understand, like, can you advise people in just a group of words, not so many, but it's like, what do you get out of with having to chase your dream, eating right? I understand that being like conscious, because we are as abantu, even having dreadlocks, it, like, I would say, ekasi, we know abantu abane dreadlocks, they tend to follow your journey, but there's a lot of them now who don't. Does it also come with that, or it's just a decision you decided to leave your crown also? Because I wanted to ask you about it, Tuguti. Are you into like Rastafarian culture? Or I understand that.
All right. Let me put this like this. Me, I have dreadlocks because of my elders. They used to tell me that Bona, they were not calling them dreadlocks. They were calling them imiyeko.
Oh.
Yeah. So most abantu ababeba neenwele ezinje. They were people of high caliber.
Okay.
Yeah, advisors, chiefs, back in the day.
Yeah.
Mbongeni.
Yeah.
And so on and so on. Yeah. So inwele is natural.
Yeah.
The only time esingazange sibe neenwele is when Caesar was introduced. Yeah. Of which, at the end of the day, it had to cut our hair.
Yeah.
And then we will look different.
Yeah.
But naturally, everybody is like this.
Like this.
Yeah.
Right.
So me, I'm not following any religion.
Yeah.
My religion is the way of life.
Yeah. Yes, bon. Okay. Yeah. All right.
You asked me about agriculture, my business.
How do they coexist also? I understand.
Okay. I think all of these things are spiritual calling.
Yeah.
Everybody does have that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just that it's how you go about them.
Yeah.
And what knowledge do you have in terms of doing those?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine is inspired by where I come from, mostly.
Yeah.
And I've seen ama results are right. Ngokudla kahle.
Yeah.
Ngokwenza business yami.
Yeah.
Because ukhumbule futhi ukuthi if I do my own business, it means tomorrow I can create a legacy.
Yeah.
Or create work for my people.
Yeah. Yeah.
So one way or another, I'm still winning.
Yeah.
When it comes to agriculture, eating right is one of the main. As far as you can go around our township, you'll find that our people, they are sick mostly. Yeah, of diabetes.
Yeah, I've seen a lot.
And so on. Yeah. It's because of the way they conduct themselves. In terms of what they eat. Yeah. So it's helpful if we can start cleaning up the spaces and create those kind of agricultural projects and call these women and teach them more about how to eat and how to target such kind of things in their life so that they can have a free, easy lifestyles.
Yeah. I think that will also bring back the power to women, because women are powerful. I understand. Like, as you said, you're coming from the hands of women. I understand, who grew up with this sense of living. So imagine if every woman had the same sense of living. Like, imagine the kids that they will be grooming from Mekasi. There will be so many people with visions. What, like, as you said, you studying your own stuff. It's like you thinking for a future, with you creating a legacy. It's not only for your family, but also for your people. Because what I've seen also, there's people who are less fortunate, abalala bangadlanga. I understand that, whereby you realize ukuthi yo, not to say I wanna blame the government, but more to check like these type of problems, if we were to embark on the agricultural part, singasiza thina kahle kahle without involving like people like the government. Once we can take these empty spaces esizenzika and then just create a space ukuthi community idlala. I understand that will be like your
mentioning that is very important. The reason most of the families are hungry is because there are no gardens. So if we had more of those, uyakwazi ukuthi ucreate abantu ama food parcel from the garden. That will elevate poverty among the community. So people will never really come to that lower level of saying we're starving. Because leyo such kind of things within the community.
Wow, that's beautiful. Because like abantu like sasokolisa thina sometimes. That's what I would say. But if we're informed, la majority lawa, even if it's small yards, but abantu abaningi bayadla, I understand. And nasemakhaya they do have gardens. Abanye, it's not always emakhaya that you will have a big yard like a farm, but they still plant. And more fike ekhaya udlukudla ekuseni okuphekiwe emini nantambama. I understand, like when you come back ekhaya, like you feel different. What I've been eating is from actually the ground compared to what we buy in Emma shops. I understand. So it will also rotate money in our community. Like as Black people, like it seems like it's only us that doesn't have a sense of revolving like imali around our people. We have this sense of what we need to go buy to somebody. And we tend to degrade our own people also. We always choose certain people. So this thing, it will like change a lot of lives. Like and with having to work with you on other projects, I've seen a lot of things with you. My issues that are not in your face, but motapega inklupega shaya from umntwana to an adult. And if you have seen that, like such things, you can't really avoid more to these places. We could be feeding so many kids and people and changing their lives. But I hope abantu bazwile understand ukuthi like we don't really need the government to change our lives and the place we're from. If we were to like think and initiate moves that will benefit us as a collective. Because lately we tend to think as an individual. Understand? I'm right me now. The rest, I understand.
I wanted to touch on something. The other benefits in food gardening is that whether you like it or not, you have that thing of sharing. So
it just comes natural.
Uzosenza nespinach esigcwele yonke indawo. Knowing very well ukuthi somewhere next door kuyashort, you just ta and then you give. So iyo enye into esiluzile as abantu i-caring. Ukuthi at the end of the day imele ngishaya unembeza ukuthi uSiphiwe akanagawula or mina anginagawula. Mele kushaye leyo nto. Because ubuntu bu-communal. It's not something individual. That is a Western way of living. Ubuntu iyakutshela ukuthi umuntu ngabantu.
Ngiyasazi leso sisho.
Izandla ziyagezana. So we are communal people. Everything that we do it sibambisene. There's no need ukuthi kube nomntwana onganayicathulo, everybody akhona la.
Yeah.
But because we want to be westernized or we are indoctrinated, I don't know how I can put this, but at the end of the day, we find ourselves in this impoverished kind of conditions. It's bad.
It's very bad. Like, I've seen it now, but thank you for. I hope my viewers they're getting this information about like your diet. It's very important, because now imagine if everybody was on the same diet as you, and we will have a number of people with similar ideologies of bringing the community back into a collective where siyasizana, understand that, instead of like separated from our people, understand. Wow. So again, there's something I wanna touch on, but let me see, how can I put this? The question is back with that of planting and stuff. Have you helped people like in your community with that, or you only doing this plantation for yourself and your family?
As I was saying, it's very difficult not to share. People come to me and say, hey, ngishawa ama-tonsils, ngenza kanjani? I do have knowledge about herbs. I just take that and that and that I give, and then somebody's healed.
Wow.
Because it's supposed to do that in the first place.
Obvious.
So we have a park there, of which also we turn the space into a park for children to play there. And then we created also a garden, a community garden outside there. There were plenty of harvest there. Amathanga, spinach, amapotjisi. What I will do when that is harvested, I will just give to this old ladies around.
You don't sell anything to them?
No, I don't.
You just share.
I just share.
Wow.
As I was telling you that gardening, it brings people together. It's like we are having a conversation over a tea. You understand? Those things, they are very important. Why? Because if people, they have garden and they have knowledge of sharing, money is another part. And also they can use the money as a collective to develop more in the sharing that they are doing.
Wow.
But because there are no garden and we don't even understand anymore what nature means to us, we just become those kind of people who
So with the garden, what challenges did you face? Did the community or people around your area help you with the garden, or
hey,
that's a khuluma umkhisho man.
Hey man, okay, let me say what I love now about people is that the first time I started this, they were
skeptical,
but they came and helped where they can. But now this thing is taking time. Remember, it's nature.
It's nature,
and it's got its own time to do
nothing's under our control.
So people, they become impatient in terms of keeping on with this development of some sort. You know? But lately, what I like, because they are learning each and every day.
Obviously,
and they start to appreciate their environment as well, the way it looks. So they come with the flowers and then they give and say, I plant this. You know,
to me,
or they don't talk, they just put it there by the park, and then I will know and take it. Okay, thank you, whoever you are, and then so it's another transition that I've seen so far. People, they are starting to learn to love themselves more and to appreciate value. Yeah. So the more they give the flowers, it means the more the oxygen will be rotating around us, and less of diseases will be cut off, because the carbon dioxide that is around, it will be changing to oxygen by all these plants and trees that we have.
Because not like us, most trees like that I grew up seeing, especially even as a killer, they are cutting them down.
Yeah, it's because this is a dump site. You know, it's your right to have trees.
Yeah,
it's your birthright. In fact, people bangaboshwa
for cutting.
ukuthi akunasihlahla endaweni.
Wow,
trees are everything in nature.
Okay. So what's the name of the park that you?
We name it Eco Park.
Okay.
Yeah, but that part there, I like to call it Nofire Recreational Center.
Yeah.
I feel it's a good space for healing.
Yeah.
For one. Secondly, for children to be around.
Yeah.
And play there. Yeah. There are big things that needs to be happening there.
Yeah.
Like your feeding scheme.
Yeah.
After school classes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and some activities so that the children can learn arts and crafts. We create events for them and everything else.
What kind of events that have you hosted there?
We've hosted 2 of them, and they are more in enlightening children to know more about other side of things, like the creativity.
Activities like what maybe?
Learning to see somebody live singing.
Yeah.
It's something that it plays a significant role in a child. Yeah. You never know, because people, they want to see their children becoming doctors. And sometimes a child love what so we introduce different types of
acts
of activities for them, so that they can keep on learning and understanding themselves more. So more of these events will be happening, so that they can keep on learning. Or sometimes we take them out for trips.
Like go where maybe
go for horse riding for one. They must learn the nature itself, because they don't know it.
But
please take children to a park or to a nursery where they can learn about plants. Learn about horses. And swimming. All those kind of stuff. And empower children with some kind of skills or something that can teach them something about themselves.
When you were doing these events, how did the community receive it? Because you are mentioning isn't this because like us normally events kish. I understand that. I understand. So you introducing that different view, also including children. I understand. How did the community receive that?
Let me say something like that. I also some of my people, we organized this event crying. I don't know why they were crying, but you can see that this was deep. It's not the crying for for help. But it's a cry because they are happy. And they see the wonders that is happening within the children or the community. People in the community did receive some of this event very uplifting, and inspiring as well.
Do they want more of them maybe?
They did. But now they did also what did they love or want to see happening
next time.
But it's a progress that I've seen, and I see that people, we need to be very patient also with them, because some of the things they they are not familiar
with. Yeah,
and they don't think it's a nice kind of a lifestyle because it's not vividly happening to them always. So they need to learn it. I mean, they need to unlearn and relearn.
Because life is about that. It's learning,
so it's a chain.
And unlearning.
So we take it piece by piece until they understand more and appreciate more and love to live in Pilum. That's it.